Hello and welcome to another video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we are doing a cursed shell challenge set to me by my friend Pigletish, who is another content creator on this platform. She set me this challenge as revenge for setting her a cursed shell challenge in the shape of a Christmas tree, which, looking back, I think that shell challenge is perfectly fair compared to this one, which I had to contend with curved walls, and I did have to chop a lot of footage out, but there was a lot of footage of me just fighting with the walls because I hate curved walls and really struggle to build them. So this one was very difficult, but it did force me to get out of my comfort zone, and also I, as you can see, decided to play with platforms a little bit because I don't really do like many builds that have sort of more than one level that aren't like, you know, with stairs. So I decided that with this build I'd take advantage of the fact that the walls were a certain height that I wasn't allowed to change, and I would put some platforms in there for the living space, and actually I think it worked out really well. So we've got a while of footage here, and I thought instead of telling you about what I'm doing with the build, because you can see what I'm doing with the build, I'd tell you a little bit about Annalie and her YouTube channel and why you should watch it, because her YouTube channel is one of my favorites. She is one of my favorite Sims creators, and her Let's Play, which is called Life of Sky, is one of my favorite Sims 4 Let's Plays at the moment, and I want to share with you why and what it is. So her Sims 4 Let's Play Life of Sky is a very cozy, I think it's cozy vibes. I don't know if she'd describe it as cozy, but to me it's a cozy Let's Play focused on one teen sim called Sky and her friends and her family, and she lives with her sister Star in Brindleton Bay, and she has a best friend called Jenny and a girlfriend at the time of recording called Louisa, and like a big group of friends. One of them's called Leo. She's got Leo, oh my goodness, this is really testing my knowledge. She's got Leo Fox, who is dating Jenny, Bear, who is dating her sister her sister Star, and Monday is there as well, a sim called Monday. Millie Prescott features in the series. Oh my gosh, Annalie, I'm so sorry, I can't remember all the characters' names. If you want to see all the characters' names, you should check out Annalie's video where she shows us the credits that she spent ages working on, because she introduces all the Sims in the credits, and also it's just the cutest credit sequence, and it makes me feel like I'm watching like a 90s sitcom, and it's really cute, so definitely go watch that. I'll link to it in the description, as well as the music she uses in the background of that video, and can be heard even in the background of the end of her videos, is really cute, and it's by someone whose name I don't want to say because I might butcher it, but they're a friend of Annalie's, and the song is absolutely gorgeous, and I keep getting it stuck in my head, so you should definitely go check that out. And I will link also to her playlist for Life of Sky. Where we're up to at the moment is that Sky and Star have just gotten back from their holiday in Sulani, and those videos are so gorgeous. And as someone who grew up on a small island, not like Sulani, Guernsey's not like Sulani at all, but as someone who grew up on the small island and spent a lot of time in the sea, it was like the perfect vibes. So calming, so chilled out, really needed because this time of year is so hectic. And I know that she's got some really cute videos coming up, so you definitely should go subscribe to her if you haven't already. Annalie is a gem of a person. She's so kind, she's so supportive. She's not sponsoring me. She's not asked me to do this. She's just one of my best friends, and I really think that if you're going to support a small creator this season, let it be Annalie, because she puts so much effort into what she does as well, so much love into her content, and she truly really deserves the support. So go over there and show her some love, because she, yeah, really deserves it. And she really uses her platform for good as well. So definitely go support her. As you can see here, we are working on the kitchen. Again, I don't really want to talk too much about what I'm actually doing in the build because you can see what I'm doing. I'm working on the kitchen here, and I used Home Chef Hustle for most of the kitchen because that's my favorite kitchen pack. And honestly, kitchens are my favourite room to build in The Sims. I love cluttering up a kitchen. I don't know if it's maybe because in real life, I love to be in the kitchen. I love to cook. I love to bake. I bake a lot of cakes. I've been getting quite adventurous this year with my cooking. And I don't really do New Year's resolutions, but I have sort of goals for the year, but they're not really resolutions. But one of my goals for 2025 is to get even more adventurous with my cooking. So I really do love to be in the kitchen. One thing that I did start making this year, which I think my fiance would agree has been a blessing, is I started making focaccia, and I made a roasted garlic and rosemary focaccia, and I've made garlic and rosemary focaccia, and I really want to try making a cheese and caramelized onion focaccia. I think that would be so delicious. So that's definitely next on my list to make. They're not pretty like with, you know how people make focaccias and they arrange the vegetables on top to make like flowers and stuff like that. I don't do that. It is just plain on top, but they're very delicious. The last one I made, actually, we ate in the space of about 12 hours, the entire thing between us, and there's only 2 of us, so I think that one is definitely a success. But yeah, as we can see here, I've moved on from the kitchen, and I'm just trying to do the little entryway, and actually that does get changed later on in the video, but I think I actually cut that footage out because it was in amongst this footage where I was fiddling with the stairs, because as you'll see when I go up a level, the fence, it goes over the banister bit, and it looks really bad. Railing. I don't know if you guys in the USA call it a banister. Is that a British word? I don't really know. But anyway, it just doesn't look very good. So I just had to chop all of that footage out because it was such a mess. So it does change, but I've got some photos at the end of the build, so you'll see sort of what happened to it. And it doesn't change that much. It's just that I build another wall, and I put it in front of the wall, just to kind of make everything look a little bit neater. And now we're on to my favorite bit of this build, which is the living room. And I really loved the challenge of building this on separate layers. Separate levels, not layers. And it did take me a while to find the sofa that I wanted to use because I wanted the vibes to be very specific in this living room, but I think I actually managed to get the vibes I wanted using the Book Nook sofas and armchairs, and they just look so cute. And to me, that living room, like, even though it's in a big open plan downstairs area, I think the fact that it's on a separate level and the way that I've arranged the chairs makes it look so cozy. And not only that, but later on in a few minutes you'll see that I changed the wall colour, and I think that just really adds to the cozy vibes. And honestly, I'd love to spend Christmas here. And what this is actually is a holiday rental on the Big Lot in Granite Falls. Because I really wasn't sure what else to do with this build, so I turned it into a holiday rental, because it's not exactly like someone could live here in a massive snowman surrounded by 2 big snowmen outside. So I turned it into a holiday rental, and I think it does look quite nice. It's got 3 bedrooms, two sort of kids rooms, and 1 master bedroom, which is on the top level. And so here we go. Yeah, here's the finished living room. I love it. And then I had all this open space in the bottom, and I wasn't sure what to do with it. So I decided to make like a little reading nook with a little fireplace as well. And I do like how it turned out. Again, the Book Nook shelves coming in clutch. I really love Book Nook. I think it's one of the best kits. And I won't hear any criticism on this kit. Thank you very much. I really struggled with this build because it's so big and so open. I really struggled with how to fill that space, but as you can see, I kind of scrunched everything up, and then I was like, no, let's move it. So I again moved it again, and then again moved it to try and spread it out a little bit more. But I do think that open space isn't always necessarily a bad thing. But here it does look a little bit too open, but I think in the end it looks okay. And obviously, like with a rental, it's not going to be filled with clutter and stuff like that. So because, you know, it's got to be tidy, and it's going to be like random people are going to be staying there, so you're not going to fill it with all your clutter. So anyway, I like the vibes of this, and I think it did turn out really cute. Even though it took me a long time and I fought so much with the walls, oh my goodness, trying to get the upstairs to look the way I wanted it to look, because what I wanted was like a mezzanine, which I did achieve, but to do that I had to replace all of the platforms to get that looking the way I wanted it. And see, there we go, you can see the mezzanine there along the top, and see also the walls that I had to draw. I had to put in to make the stairs look a bit neater. But now we're working on the first bedroom, which is sort of, I kind of had like a boys teen room in mind when I decorated this, so I went for very green vibes. And actually I showed Annalie a couple of pictures of this build as I was doing it, and she said that the 2 bedrooms on this level reminded her of Winnie the Pooh because of the colour. So it was like Pooh and Piglet, because this one's green and then the girls' room is pink and yellow, and it looks really cute. And actually, now that I look back on it, it does give those kind of vibes. It was completely unintentional. I didn't mean for it to give those vibes, but I quite like it actually. And I do think that the bedrooms are quite nice. They're very simple because, as I said, they're not going to be super cluttered for a holiday rental, but I do think that I kind of captured the vibes. And that's why there's suitcases in every bedroom, is because it's a rental. And so I thought, obviously there's going to be suitcases there. So there's the rug. I love that rug, and I used to use it in every single one of my builds, but I don't use it very often anymore, but I do love it. But here we are onto the girls' bedroom, and I don't know why I struggled so much getting that bunk bed to slot in. There we go. It took a while. This footage is sped up to 400%, so every time you see me messing around for like a few seconds on a thing, just know that that was like 10 seconds of me like trying to get something to work. And I do chop a lot out of my speed builds because I scroll a lot through debug. I use Better Build By, and so a lot of my time is spent scrolling through debug to find what I'm looking for. And I know that with Better Build By you can actually search, but I like to scroll to get inspiration and to find things to use that I wouldn't normally use. But then what that means is that I have footage that's like 3 hours long, and about 2.5 hours of it is me scrolling. So I have to chop quite a lot out of my speed builds to make them palatable, basically. But here we are on the top floor, and I had realised that I did not put a bathroom anywhere in this build. So I have 2 bathrooms, one as an ensuite for the master bedroom, as you can see there. And the shadows from the tree were like really bizarre, but I managed to kind of sort it a little bit. So this is the master bedroom, and then just down there is a curved room. I don't know why I'm pointing at my computer screen, you can't see me, but there is a curved room to the left of the ladder, and that is the like master bathroom kind of thing for everybody in the rental to use. So hopefully you don't like desperately need to pee while you're downstairs, because you'd have to go all the way up the stairs and then up the ladder to get to the toilet. Maybe I should have used some of the downstairs space to create a bathroom, but I wasn't sure where to put it because of the way I'd arranged the rental. But you know, I'm sure it'll be fine. They're Sims; they can wet themselves, and it's not a huge issue. But yeah, here we go. I hope you're enjoying this build so far. I'm gonna leave you with this lovely cozy Stardew Valley music, and stop yapping about nothing, and see you in the next video. I hope you've been enjoying my wonderful Winterfest series that I've been working on. I really enjoyed doing all the builds for this series, particularly the Magnolia Promenade series, which I have noticed seems to be quite popular. I really enjoyed those videos. and really my favorite build I think that I did in that series was the church. It was also, I think, my first build, and I've never built a church in The Sims before, so I really thoroughly enjoyed that one, and I love how it turned out. I think it turned out really good. And yeah, I've got quite a lot more coming. Obviously, we've got another few days until Christmas Day, and there is videos being posted every single day up to and including the big day itself. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for the next video. Bye.